Stony Baloney, Baloney Stone. It's the Stony Baloney podcast with Gabe and Scott. Hi guys, welcome to Stony Baloney podcast. Today we'll be explaining to you how to use a miter saw. Do you know what a supervisor had the nerve to tell us today? Send me one of your employees. Every week we get together a cleaning crew and we go around the building and clean. So send me one of your employees to come with this composite cleaning crew. Do you want me to do my job or not? How about we are here to do our job and you hire a cleaning crew?
Yeah.
Like every other job site that I go on.
Yeah, you've got a cleaning crew, and they're called the cleaning crew.
Yeah.
And on the check you write cleaning crew.
Cleaning crew. With the sum of money
you've
that you
noticed
pay them
That's
to clean.
not what's on our check.
That's not on my check.
Because I've noticed.
I've noticed.
And I'm not writing them. So you have to have done
You had to see it.
as the person who wrote the checks. Nowhere on there is cleaning crew.
Fucking ridiculous, dude. And meanwhile, are breathing down our necks like, you gotta get it done, you gotta get it done. First of all, we're finishing work. We're one of the last things that happens. And the amount of stuff that's not done in that building they keep acting like people are ready to move in tomorrow. And if you don't finish your task, the whole job site
Like
is
people
gonna
are
fall.
moved in and they're like, where are our blinds?
Uh-huh.
Why is this whole building done and we don't have blinds?
Uh-huh.
That's not happening.
It's insane, dude. I think it's just because they can fuck with us. We're not the electrician. We're not the AC guy. We're not the plumbers. We're not digging holes and doing like. They can, because they know
The threat of walking off the job site is different depending on your skill.
Yes. Well, also they know that as a supervisor, if you give somebody a hard time, if you give a crew a hard time, their direct response is going to be, fuck you. Now we're going twice as slow as we were in the first place. Mm-hmm. So I hope you like nap time.
That's cute. You thought we were going slow.
Now I'm going to show you what slow looks like.
That's adorable. That's what you thought was happening.
But they know they can fuck with us. And by the time that we get there, the job's already been delayed months.
I'm just grabbing the ashtray.
Because of all those guys, right? Because of the electrician, the cement guys, the AC guys, the glass guys, the door guys. By the time we get there, this job's been going on for a year and a half, bro. You know what I mean? Like they've been building for a while, and they've had it.
Which is also, like, you're not upset at me putting up blinds right now. You're upset at that plumber 6 months ago who took 6 months to do a job he said it would take 6 weeks
to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And so don't give me his shit, because that's not my problem.
That's going to be a change order. Sorry, but this is going to take longer than expected. See, now, the flux capacitor.
What's crazy is how often the customer is the reason for the change order. And they don't understand that, like...
That costs more money.
Or that changes the time frame, and you just changed the job,
everything.
And then you're like, same though, right? No.
Not same.
No, you see how everything's different? Yeah. Everything's different now.
It sucks even worse when you're the client and they hit you with the change order. That's like, by the way, all that glass we're supposed to install? It's going to be here in 6 weeks.
What are you talking about, Scott? Yeah. Or worse, hey, that glass that we delivered at your house today, somebody's coming to pick that up and take it away. And they're going to custom build you another set because that set was wrong.
Yeah, fun.
You know how it's already taken months because this is a custom order? Mostly because we didn't build it right. Because you built the custom sizes. Why didn't you just build them all standard size openings?
That's the problem. That's what's going wrong nowadays is the people who are starting small businesses and think that they can go be handymen are people who have got their job site training at these big job sites where nobody gives a fuck. working with a company that's like gonna half-ass and do shortcuts because it's a corporate office and they don't give a fuck about it, right? So then you come into this with that mindset of like, no, everything can be an eighth off. It could be an eighth off or whatever the spec is, right? So yeah, then they come build houses with the same integrity and quality that they were slapping together some cubicle death hole.
So, the guy that owns the company that built this, I never interacted with. I mean, we talked on the phone.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come out to the job site, but never did. The whole
he only ever
start
sent
finish
subcontractors.
No, he sent his
guys. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think those guys are all his crew. But either way, it was his foreman on the job. Like that was a direct employee of his. And then I'm pretty sure that crew is all, at the very least, subcontracted through him continuously, right?
Yeah.
Like that's his crew.
That's a revolving crew that he uses, yeah.
Which is pretty standard in the construction
industry.
Yeah. Usually the furthest down the line aren't like, they don't work for your company.
That's what the last company that I worked for is doing.
Yeah. But I'm not convinced that guy is not just like basically a glorified middleman.
Oh, the guy who owns the company?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that he's just like a broker, essentially.
100%. Because he was just in like a fucking apartment somewhere on a computer and didn't look like he'd ever picked up a hammer in his life.
Yeah.
And the foreman who came out here clearly is doing all of these jobs. And then the crew, but even the foreman was like asking the head Mexican what we should do.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know that anybody at his company has any construction experience at all.
Except for the guys they've hired.
Yes.
Julio.
Yes, exactly. And those guys are very skilled, have a lot of knowledge, and also are laborers who are all trying to do as little as they can do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're all doing on a job site. We're all trying to fuck off as much as we can because we're all getting paid hourly. Right?
But and it's hard work.
Exactly, yes. But then you add to that a language barrier that allows you to get away with fucking off. That's gold. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
So
I never thought about that.
Yeah, dude. Like that's, and I'm not like, obviously that being lazy is not the stereotype for Mexicans. They work very hard.
Yeah.
But they do cut corners.
Right, yeah. If we can get them out of there faster, get them to the next project, next job faster.
You have to watch what they're doing because they will absolutely get the job done as quick as possible. And that's rarely what you want as the homeowner.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you want somebody to go through with a level and a square and make sure everything's right, dude.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, we're not... And what I do is... It's like a mass installation. You know what I mean? So if I ran around with a level all day for every shade, that would take fucking forever, dude. You know what I mean? It's like special spots where I do keep my level in my pocket in case. But for the most part, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you're just fucking doing it. You're not making sure everything is square. And that's the other thing, too, is because there's such shoddy craftsmanship, the times
square to what?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Square to what? So when I do use my level, it's like
yes, it was square to the ceiling, and then there were walls.
Right, exactly.
That some other asshole installed wrong.
So like my box will be level, but it's not square with the ceiling anymore. You know, but that's then I get to go through a walkthrough when they tell me this is wrong, and I get to go, no, it's not. Put my level
this is
there.
the first house I've owned and worked in. So the first house we owned was built in the 90s, I think. And it wasn't as bad because it was just a small house. But that house in Belton, that was built in like 2016.
Yeah. I remember helping you with stuff over there.
I put flooring in upstairs and downstairs. And that same problem we ran into upstairs existed downstairs.
Yeah, the whole building is like...
Where you start with, like... and you're like, I know all of these pieces in the box are square. I can see that.
They're laser, they're factory, yeah.
But from this side of the room to that side of the room, we get a this. Like, okay, it's the room. It has to be the fucking room because these are all the same. Yeah. That
was
shit
so funny.
Drove me fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, and like I said, that happens because that's mass housing development projects, right?
Yes.
That's the same thing. Those guys are just going through the same way that I'm going through units in an apartment to put stuff up. They're just running around a fucking neighborhood.
But even worse,
houses
those are people literally being told build it as fast as possible.
Yeah. Well, and they've also given...
They're building homes in 60 to 90 days.
It's crazy.
That's not good.
Yeah. And they're also giving them all those crutches and all those outs where it's like, I can be that far off. That'll pass inspection. The stuff that they allow to pass inspection also... It creates the environment.
Wiggle room that doesn't need to exist that never did. Well, but that was my point. This house that was built in 72 or whatever, every fucking inch of it's square. Yeah. Everything I've done in this house has lined up fucking perfect.
Yeah, I bet.
Because the person who built this house would have lost their job and livelihood if they'd have been a fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, if they would have been lazy. And like, here's the thing. It's really not that hard. It's not that time consuming to do it, especially when,
it isn't.
Especially with like something like this that was an addition. This room, that's not. Come on, girl. It's not taking you off that much. I mean,
but every one of these spots where it's like instead of being the standard 42, it's 41 and a half, and I'm like, yeah, because you didn't account for the fucking 1/4-inch board on either side.
Yeah, because you didn't.
So the studs on the inside are lined up at 42 inches. And if we were doing bare exposed studs, that's perfect. But that's not how you build things. You're going to put a fucking cover around that stud. And you got to account for that measurement too.
Anyway, stud.
Yeah, fucking tool time with Gabe and Scott.
No, I love it, dude. We should start a business. It's just good to have
but not like a construction business, just like
a consultation.
Like we go around and point out all of the things. We don't fix it even.
No,
we just show you how bad of a job your contractor did.
We walk around with the inspectors that walk around with the blue tape and put that on everything. We walk around with them with red tape and show them where they fucked up.
We're like, oh, yikes! You guys see this? This guy's fucking awful. Yeah, I like that. I think that has a market.
Oh dude, the electricians they're supposed to run little channels for us to like run our Cat 6 cable through, right? They're supposed to. It's like a little tube that runs in the wall to go from switch to ceiling, right? Recently, we had an electrician who just dropped the line, just dropped the string that we use to pull the line through. He just dropped that string in the fucking wall, just down the wall, and brought it out the outlet. No channel or anything for the wire to run through. And then everybody else was like, okay. And then fucking built everything, put the wall up, all that shit. So then we come there and we have to go run Cat 6 cable. And we're like trying to pull it. And it doesn't fucking go anywhere, dude. It just gets stuck in the fucking wall.
A fucking asshole.
So now you have to go tear up drywall and shit so we can rerun wire.
Come on.
Crazy, dude.
That's so shitty.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it's just like 30 seconds would have been the difference in doing your job in a way that doesn't fuck anybody else.
Dude.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not like asking him to have spent twice as much time doing his job. Just a little bit. Just any amount of time giving a fuck would have fixed that problem. Speaking of not giving a fuck.
How about the Rams?
Bro, I don't know.
You know who looked like they gave a fuck? Sean McVay. He did not look happy about that.
He looked furious.
I've never seen a head coach that mad about a pick before.
Yeah, like he was about to quit over that
Well, and that's
pick.
the thing is like, I have seen head coaches upset about a pick like that because they felt disrespected, but it was like somebody who only coached at that franchise for 1 or 2 years. Like, they never did anything.
Yeah, they were
after that.
brand new, and it was
They were
like, you
nobody.
haven't earned the right to have a say yet.
Yeah, McVay's won a Super Bowl for you, dude. He's built this. He's helped build this amazing.
The whole
franchise.
organization that is what it is today, he built.
Yeah,
For sure.
He's
yes.
built a culture there.
Yes.
So for what I'm assuming is ownership and general manager.
I mean, had to be.
Going over
To
his
have gone
head
over his head in a way that he couldn't do anything about.
It's crazy. Because that's also, it's like, that's got to be discouraging for him. It sucks because you have to coach for the players, right? Like, you're not going to give up on your guys, but that does kind of make you want to go, fucking Gruden, John Gruden, trade me. Send me somewhere for a pick.
Yeah.
'Cause fuck this.
Because you just wasted a very good first round.
Yeah. Silly.
Top third.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Yeah, well, you're in your Super Bowl window. You could have went and got weapons for Matt Stafford. It's the same thing that they did to...
You were that close last year.
It's the same thing they did to the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Where it's like, you had a good pick. You had a pick. First round pick. And you gave it away for a quarterback when you had a Super Bowl win with a Super Bowl MVP?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yep. Yeah.
Stafford wasn't Super Bowl MVP, though. Cooper Kupp was.
Yeah, that's fair. Stafford could have been.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Played quite well. And then he just won straight up MVP last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you see that?
Which I think also Rodgers did the year before they drafted Love. So I guess that's...
I think so. You're right. He did.
Pattern.
He did win.
You win MVP and then they draft your
They
replacement.
draft your replacement.
What the fuck?
That sucks. Dude.
You won the highest honor of an active player. And they're like, pack it up, bitch.
Yeah. I guess that's probably because after you win that MVP, you're going to be coming into the
They're
front
like, "You're
office like
done."
this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they're going to go, no, sorry, old man. No.
We're okay.
You can go play in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
You can go play there.
Yeah. Because that's the other side of it, is that there's not a lot of teams that are built to win with his skill set anywhere else.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah, what's going to happen with Rodgers? Is he going to play this year? I mean, he's got to.
Yeah. I think if he was going to say no, he would have done that a long time ago. I think the drawing it out to say yes is his...
It is kind of sad, though, him and Mike McCarthy getting back together and people being like, maybe, you never know. It's like watching Tyson come out of retirement every, 7 years. It's like, man, it's Tyson.
Nah, it's not. It's not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Nope. It's a poet.
It's over.
Uh-huh.
Those days are done. Yeah, every once in a while you get a Tom Brady in Tampa miracle, but that is the reason it's the only...
Yeah, and Peyton but both of those instances, they had really good defenses.
Yeah, defense got them there.
Really good defenses, dude. And then defense is one of them, because that was the other Super Bowl the Chiefs lost, was to us. And same thing that that Philly did, we did. We were just all over them all day. They couldn't block us for nothing.
You know who isn't running very good defensive schemes?
Venezuela.
Fucking Mike Vrabel. Bro, the amount of shit that's come out about that makes me feel like he pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
Like when Mike Vick went to jail for dogfighting. Sorry, when Mike Vick went to federal prison for dogfighting. And the Falcons didn't step in at all to do anything. You were like...
It's a Deshaun Watson situation.
Oh, he pissed off the money.
Uh-huh.
He upset the guy who could have done something about it. Probably lied to him. They probably had a meeting and behind closed doors, and he was like, all right, just tell me, is this shit true? And he was like, no.
Robert Kraft
and
was
then
like...
he found out what he was, and he was like, oh, well, you're going to prison then, bitch.
Uh-huh.
I could have saved you, and you lied to my face. And I'm Arthur Blake. I'm a fucking mafia psycho, or whatever the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, he's a weird cat.
Yeah.
He's definitely got mafia vibes. He tries to look like... I mean, that's his aesthetic, for sure.
Yeah. So maybe Mike Vrabel got him to the Super Bowl and then was swinging his dick around, and we know Robert Kraft doesn't like that, no matter how good of a coach you were.
Yeah, you can't outrank. Yeah. Also, it gets the heat off Kraft.
For just, like, life in general.
Well, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have heat anymore, but
But after the
he's
rub and
had
tug?
he's had some scandals
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's certainly not to get the heat off Stephon Diggs. That's what the Patriots need, is another Stephon Diggs controversy.
Yes.
Get the heat off of him.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
You need
the cameras over there.
You need Tom Brady to Tiger Woods style flip his SUV.
Ooh.
Something.
With Tiger Woods.
You need another
obviously.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Something's got to give. That way you can keep Vrabel, because he's a good coach. You want to keep him there. But the rate that things are coming out, the accelerated rate things, it seems like we're on a path to what does the NFL call it? The NFL will suspend him for not representing
because
their
outside
brand.
outside of the marriage, because like that sucks on both ends, right? Those are both people who are married to somebody else and have been lying and cheating. But outside of that, what's the newsworthiness? You know what I'm saying? Nothing illegal was done, so it's like that smear campaign being that big is intentional.
Conduct detrimental to the league.
Yes,
That's what they call it.
yeah,
And that's, I think this classifies
for
as that.
sure.
Yeah,
Especially
because,
the more shit that comes out, the bigger the story gets.
yeah.
But that's the point. There's no reason for all of that to come out. Again, no crime was committed. So the only reason for that much information to be getting out in the first place is because somebody wants to smear his fucking
Adultery
name.
is a crime against God.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Somebody clearly wants to smear his name. It's funny. I've seen people talking about maybe the Titans knew something about this already, and that's why they suddenly fired him and got away from him.
Oh, interesting.
Because they were like, oh no. And they got, so opposite of Arthur Blank, they got wind of it and were like, let's just let him go. Get him out of here. Because that's the other thing too, is Arthur Blank would have been, that's a chess move. Let him go. Knowing that.
And then Robert Kraft was like, hey, stop with the drama. And he didn't.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, because it was like, they got caught in Sedona a couple weeks ago, and now pictures keep coming out of like.
Years ago.
6 years ago.
When he wasn't
It's like during COVID.
the biggest name, and her career was on the beginnings of the upswing.
Yeah.
Neither one of them were a big enough deal for somebody to just be photographing them in a random bar in Nowheresville 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's the other. So yeah, they.
Who had those photos for 7 years?
Oh yeah, dude, they're being blackmailed for sure.
You're fucking A right, they are.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. A private investigator who Robert Kraft hired a decade ago.
Some Jets fan.
Fucking or something. Yeah, exactly.
got those pictures and was like,
There's
finally.
somebody who hired somebody to take those. Because also the photos are from like here.
Yeah, they're not. They're from like. Here
It
to
wasn't
camera
somebody
for real.
like with a phone, even like discreetly. That was somebody with a hidden spy camera in their fucking bag.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
does that
those
for a
pictures
living.
are. Yeah.
that's what's going on there. Yeah. So anyway, he fucked up and he pissed somebody off, and that's why all that shit is coming out, which sucks for everybody who's not them involved.
I feel bad for both of their spouses
And their fucking kids.
families, their kids.
Yeah, that sucks.
They both have like multiple kids.
Yes.
Like 3 or 4 each.
That's ugly.
Something.
That's real ugly. That's not good.
And now that's the other thing is you didn't get to have any privacy about this. Plenty of people commit infidelity every fucking day, and it breaks up families and this, that, and the other. And some of it you can hide or disclose from the children. But this is.
But then
all
there's also
over
the other
Twitter.
side that sometimes that there's resolution to that. There's like you figure a way. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes that works. It's like works out in the best way, right? Is that like there's forgiveness and change and those types of things. But that's also not possible when it's all been blasted through the news. It's like, oh, you've got to divorce that cheating piece of shit.
Yeah.
Who's also now smeared your name through the news because you're attached to all that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And especially if it comes out that fucking kid is his.
Yo.
That's named after him?
named after him. That would be wild, bro. It's possible.
Bro.
That would be something, yeah.
That's fucked.
Yes.
If that is the case, that is fucked.
Yeah, that would be even more heartbreaking. But then he'll probably be like Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid. He's gonna be the one that grows up out of all Mike Vrabel's kids, who's gonna grow up and be some badass linebacker, fucking Hall of Fame safety or some shit.
Yeah.
All the other kids are gonna be drug addicts. The kid that's the
because now his former real now stepdad hates him.
Oh yeah.
And not like he might not mean to,
but he
does because now he sees her cheating ass and the motherfucker who's your dad. When I look at you,
see Mike Vrabel in your eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, you can't love that anymore. Yeah. You can't. There's no way. I don't believe you.
Yeah, this really does feel like if that's what happened with Chris Benoit, then that's justified what he did. We got a real Benoit situation.
As long as it was more than one of the kids. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Because wasn't it like 3 kids, or was it just 2?
I think it was 2. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
there's a third.
50-50.
There's a third one that's alive.
That's alive that made it.
Yeah.
I
think that they were or like another. I think it's another relationship.
Oh, okay. Didn't live in the house. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
Because fuck. I mean, listen. Whew, I made it, but fuck being the one who makes it out when Dad kills himself and everybody.
It's quite the. Yeah, that's years of. A therapist is gonna put their kids through college with that. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah,
there'd be a lot. The survivor's guilt from that, just the trauma of experiencing that. Yeah. If you're a conscious enough being to remember it and have like digested that happening.
Yeah, if you didn't just do fentanyl until your brain turned off.
Yeah, because even if you weren't like, even if you were 2 years old when it happened, you got to think one day you're gonna grow up and you're gonna find and read the news article. Or
you're
whatever.
Gonna see those crime scene photos.
Yeah, and then that's you're gonna be able to register then what happened, and that's.
So you think Mike Vrabel's mistress's husband might pull a
Chris Benoit,
and everybody would kind of get it,
and everybody would be like,
it's not good, but I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that, but also like. If you do, we'll get it.
A wise man once told me, all 3 of us, and this feels like a all 4 of us type situation.
Yeah.
All 4 have to go.
Which maybe that's Robert Kraft's angle. He's like, I'm trying to get rid of this guy for cheap.
You can bet on Kalshi right now. The over-under when Mike Vrabel gets fired. Yeah, that's
fine. I have to put these in the wash anyway.
Did you see that on Kalshi? There was like a special forces military officer who just got arrested because he placed like $450,000 on Kalshi on the Maduro raid, like the night before it happened.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good.
And they were like, "That's insider trading." That's the thing is because that's considered a trading app and not a betting app. You just committed insider trading.
Yeah, which is like A, he shouldn't be able to do that, but B, it shouldn't be able to be considered a trading app because no, the fuck it isn't.
Like, yeah, dude, that's
gotta be fixed.
It's
like
such a weird loophole.
And there's got to be legislation that fix it because they're not gonna do what they should. The fucks that run those companies are just like 22-year-old like brainwashed fucking idiots that are like, if money, why not? If money, why not? And that's not a good enough reason to anything.
It's not a good business model, for anything either, especially something that delicate on the human psyche. Money.
I mean, the way we're treating gambling is already out of control.
It's gotten very out of control. And like we've been watching it happen gambling was not a thing like that when I was a kid. Like you had to know a bookie or you had to go to Vegas, basically.
Yes.
Vegas, Atlantic City. Whatever.
Yeah, you knew there were a couple places that like, in some states on a, Indian reservation or something like that, you could go gamble. And it's like, yeah, it needs to remain a thing that like exists.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can get hookers on a ranch like way 100 miles outside of town in Nevada somewhere. That's fine, but not just like, yeah, down at the Kroger.
Everybody was playing fantasy football. Everybody was playing fantasy football just like in their office, like an office pool, basically. And they were all scoring everything out of, their local newspaper or the Washington Post, right? And then that elevated to like Yahoo and ESPN and stuff gave people platforms to run their league on, and you could see the live. You didn't have to go buy a magazine anymore to have your war room sheet, your cheat sheet for the draft day. And then that elevated to DraftKings and those little sports books. What was the other one? FanDuel.
Yeah.
DraftKings. Those were the two that started off as like, it's a fantasy football app. And
did they? Was that how
they were mainly fantasy football, and their thing was, but then they found some loophole too, where it was like you could put money in and then it would go through some channels and they would PayPal it back to you. So they wouldn't just give it back to your bank account. And some of them are still like that. The way that that's the other thing, is the way that they give you the money.
On the Sleeper app, I don't know if you've looked in there, but there's fucking money-based pick'ems in there. Like there's some levels of betting in that app even.
So they already are doing that in such a way where it's like, no, it's not that gambling that you say it is that you've legislated against because of the way the money changes hands. Because it goes through enough fucking accounts. They're like, it was a gift.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think the problem is there's no,
No, they traded their credits in for money. We didn't give them money.
Yeah, but that game that they used to play in the gas station or the weird building in the shopping center that had blacked out windows, and you were like, it seems like there's a business in there. I see people going in and out, but there's no, and it's just fucking going on back there, and just a fuckload of old Asian dudes smoking cigarettes and playing fucking right. That was okay when that was part of society, because you knew where it was, right, and you knew that like tell your kids to stay. You know what I'm saying? That was a place where like illegal things are happening, dangerous stuff could happen, right? But also, every once in a while they get raided, and shut down, and they have to figure out a new way to operate. So they were never able to get too big or too mainstream, and you can't do that digitally. And when that thing that was always like a part of society, but like, and it's kind of the same thing with OnlyFans, where it's like a thing that was always a part of society, and arguably a necessary part, even though some people would argue from a moral standpoint that those things aren't good. Like, vices exist; it is what it is, right?
Sure,
some people,
it's various shapes and forms,
but it shouldn't be mainstream. It shouldn't be a thing that everybody does.
Sometimes vices can be disguised as virtues.
Yikes!
That was deep.
Yeah.
Never said anything that cool before.
You're like, we're ending the episode right here, and we're just going to cut that clip in a loop.
Stony baloney. No, you're right, though. It's made it more accessible on both ends, to where the people who are like dark and shady can prey on more people, but people who normally wouldn't have ever participated in sports betting or poker or blackjack are doing those things now, because there's all it's
just on your phone
channels to do it on your phone, right?
It's funny. It's kind of shame, like the loss of shame in society.
Yeah,
because like it's not that. Again, that's used from a moral perspective to try to regulate people's activity, but like, their shame should exist in that it should be a clear marker, if you're willing to overstep those boundaries, that you're not like, that you're something else. You know what I'm saying? And you make decisions differently than the average person. When shame goes away, then it's like there is no barriers to anything, and it's like whatever anybody does is kind of okay, right? And then it's like, oh, that's not good. There's a lot of fucked up people. that make bad decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we make everything okay,
right,
then those people's weird shit is okay
well,
too.
Yeah,
and there needs to be some level of like.
That's why. That's kind of. I mean, we should just have good ethics and morals anyway, right? But that is one of the benefits of religion, is it does offer guidelines for that, and it in a way it prevents people from being pious, because when given too much power or too much knowledge, that's what people do. We become pious, and that's kind of. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Are you okay?
I think I remember this.
Should we get some Blue Chew for your... This is a good time to bring up our sponsor, Blue Chew. Oh, you just moved the whole fucking stand, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's what I do. There we go. Now we're good.
What else happened? We were talking about Vrabel. You had a gym story?
Oh, God. I made an ass of myself in the gym. This is hilarious. So I don't... I work out with a like Nate, and he's got several buddies that come. So, like, we're in there with a crew a lot. And, like... We know a lot of just people who we see in there all the time.
Sure.
But, like, I don't... And some of this is just because of my gym etiquette I learned 20 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And then some of it is also the fact that, like, I'm old. Most of the people in there are, 10, 15 years younger than me. So, like, I don't talk to females in the gym.
Sure.
I make it a point. Like, if somebody I'm not weird and rude about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody talks to me, that like I'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
But I don't ever engage.
You go out of your way to not be off-putting.
Yeah. I'm not. That's what I'm.
So
I'm
much
not there
so
for.
that it's kind of off-putting.
Which is how we got to this story, right?
Which is crazy because you usually want to eat pudding off their asses.
Right? Exactly. And I'm like, now
I want to be on pudding.
Guys, I'm off pudding. Sorry. I know you have all of the pudding and all of those asses, but I'm off pudding. Sorry, guys. So
my girlfriend's gonna leave me after that, not because I was talking about other women's asses, but because I'm a hack.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So she's like, I can't be seen with this. So, we're sorry. So there's a girl that's like. She is the, what did Nate call her? The gold standard, right?
Okay.
So she's like, from a gym perspective, she's like in incredible shape, right? So as far as like, she's the equivalent of the guy with the 6-pack and the, you know what I'm saying? Like she's there every day. And
gym prototype. She should be doing like photo shoots.
She's not built like she's built like a model, not like a bodybuilder.
Got you. Yeah,
right?
I understand what you're saying.
So all of the guys at some point or another have like interacted with. She also comes in there with a crew of her female friends that are all also hot sometimes, right? So the crew of guys have all at some point like tried to find a way to like casually like, oh, what's that exercise do? You know what I'm saying? Just like dumb shit that guys do in the gym to just like try to strike up a conversation, right? And she's always been cordial, but like never like, hey, I'm here to talk to you guys, right? So that doubled down.
She doesn't walk in the gym and go, I'm here, boys.
Yeah, right. Which some people do. They
form a line
into the gym and they're like, I'm here for attention, and that's what they're there for, right? She clearly wasn't that. But like we see each other every few days a week, 3 or 4 days a week.
Yeah.
For 6 months, and we had said just like hey in passing, and but she always smiles at me, like when she walks past me or whatever, and so I just smile back, like, and that's it, right?
Yeah, just a grin and it's a cordial.
Well,
exchange.
You're there working out with the boys, right? And what do we
boys.
do better than anything? Is give each other shit, right?
Right.
So one of them was like, because I'm the only one who hasn't talked to her, and also it's funny to me to like watch them all like try and then just get shut down, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, that almost also gives you the power too.
Yes,
because you don't try and because you won't. If every guy in the gym is coming up and talking to her and you're the one guy that won't do that and you just focus on your workout and keep doing your thing, she's going to be like, why won't he come talk to me?
100%. Yes, exactly. Which isn't what I'm trying to do, but I also know that that's a thing, right? So I'm not trying not to do that, right? So
Classic Gabe. Cheers.
so
I feel you, dude.
so
No, but I get that. It's like, it's a woman that's being orbited, and the less you care, yeah, there's something about that.
yeah, why? Why doesn't he? I know why all of them do. Why does he not?
Uh-huh.
That's all I care about now.
Uh-huh.
Because they're all behaving the same. That doesn't stand out to me. It's the one that, right? So one of them at one point was giving me shit, and he was like, it's way creepier to just, like, smile at her from across the gym every day without having introduced yourself. And I was like...
You might be onto something.
Okay. No, I hear you.
Uh-huh.
That's not nothing. Right? Yeah, exactly. I'm like... Oh, no. Like that, and that's what I'm seeing, right? So I'm playing all of that over in my head, like, oh, God damn it, you made it awkward, right?
Yeah, but I also know you, when if you do go out of your way to introduce her, you're going to walk up and be all... That, like, by this point, you coming up and being, like, assertive, Gabe, like, I've seen the way you approach women, you're very, like, stoic and assertive. You're like, you go into, like, a calm stone wall. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But if you came up to this girl finally to introduce yourself out of nowhere after only smiling and nodding and a little, hey, how you doing? That even more makes you look like a fucking serial killer.
Yes, yeah, I can't do that.
Hi, I'm Gabriel.
Hi, I'm normal guy, man. Yeah, no, you can't do that. But also, I'm not doing it for the right reasons. I'm not doing it because I'm like, hey, I'm interested and I want to have a conversation. Because I'm also married. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hook up with any of these girls.
Is normal Guyman what you name your Road to Heisman player? Norman Guyman.
Well, it's normal G-man, but like I know what it stands for.
Yeah, you're also not gonna go do that because you have a wife, and like that's not you're not at the gym to meet women. You're at the gym to feel better and look better.
Yes, exactly, precisely,
and be stronger for your wife.
Yes,
to
and
protect
I'm doing
her.
all of those things. I'm doing a great job, right? So and staying out of trouble, and that's kind of you son of a bitch. That's so rude. Don't listen to him. So, so she started working out like right beside us. She and her crew of girls over there. And at one point, it was just like all of the guys were over there doing something else, and it was just her and her other girls were around the corner, right? And she was just like walking towards me, and she had her headphones off, and she never has her headphones off.
Right.
And so I just said, hey, and introduced myself, right? But then I was like, I forgot again. The only thing that makes sense to me, because again, it's not even a feeling I remember. I don't think I've ever been that weird talking to a female in my life. I was just like, hey, sorry I don't talk to girls and it's weird. And I don't know you, and so here I am with a name. I don't know it was much different than that. Like, you really and truly, I don't know if there was anything different I said earlier today. It was today, by the way. Than what I just said right then.
Oh my god!
And she was so nice. She was like, "Hey, my name," and she was like, "It's nice to meet you. I see you working around." And then like the conversation just ended, and then I just said goodbye to the guys and started laughing, and which also is like if she heard that, I am absolutely a psycho. But I'm like, who the fuck was that? What just happened? I have no idea who that human was over there doing whatever the fuck that just was. And then I laughed the entire 20-minute drive home. Like cackling. I couldn't even turn on music. I was just laughing hysterically at what an absolute fucking dork I am.
She's so pretty, she made you autistic, bro. And you're like,
And then the worst part is,
I don't talk
Lauren's
to girls.
working from home today. So I had to come home and then immediately tell her
why you're crying.
Why? Yeah, exactly. Why I'm poor. Like, oh, God. So then I get to live in my shame, and she's just shaking her head like, you fucking idiot.
You fucked this up for both of us.
So yeah, I'm looking for a new gym, and
that might...
also at one point in the awkwardness, Nate yells over my shoulder because he sees what's happening in the middle of it and yells, you've already met her 7 times. And that was what really, like, fucked me up. Because I'm like, you motherfuckers are the reason I'm doing this. Because you made me feel weird about not talking to her. And now you're... And, like, again, yes, that's what we do as men to one another. Fucked me all up, dude.
I mean...
all up. That shit was hilarious. I literally don't remember a time when I've been that much of a just fucking nerd. It was amazing.
Man. I
can't wait. I'm honestly excited about how awkward our next interaction is going to be. Because there's no up from there. Right?
Oh, it's only down. Oh, no. Yeah, you can't undo that.
Because you can't explain it. You can't be like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, you can't just be normal all of the sudden, right? And be like, hey, I'm sorry. One of my buddies had slipped me a Xanax at 6 in the morning. And I don't even really... He showed me the video of what happened. I don't even remember. I really apologize. That's kind of really the only... Actually, that's not a bad...
Record that apology and then just show her the video. Make sure you don't blink like that when you... Don't do your Gabe thinking man.
So
blink.
there's no way out, right? So there's no way to like talk, have a conversation out of that. So now it just has to be. And again, we see each other a lot, many days of the week, every week. And now she knows my name, which is so much better. I'm so glad I said something to her, and didn't go on just smiling at her from across the gym.
Sorry.
So basically, the moral of the story is. And I can't believe I'm 43 and learning this again, is don't listen to your fucking boys. Don't ever listen to your boys about anything.
Especially when you're unk and they're trying to fucking unk you.
Yeah, also, that's fair too.
I'm unk now too, bro.
That's another level.
Yeah, they're trying to get your goat and they got you.
Yeah.
And the reason you fucked up is because you went in there, you were forcing it and you went in there with the wrong intentions.
Yes, all weird and just because... So that they wouldn't talk shit anymore, which is like, that's not the reason. Now you're gonna give them a reason to talk shit because you're a fucking goofball.
Tenfold. Yeah, I came back.
Yeah. Do you know how much weight I'm gonna have to lift in there now to shut those motherfuckers up? It's gonna be a lot.
Well, you found new motivation.
I'm gonna hurt myself. Is what's gonna happen.
Don't
to get over.
Don't say that. Let's not put that in the air.
No. In the ether. No, I'm oddly smart in the gym these days.
Well, I'm excited for that to be how we end this, is you just wallowing in your shame.
Oh, you're just gonna let that? You're not gonna tell an anecdote about how you're a jackass too? You're just gonna let that be?
Yeah.
You're just gonna let that be the end?
No.
You're son of a
this
bitch.
isn't,
You're just like Nate.
We're not playing the game anymore. This isn't Stony Baloney Podcast where...
Just like the rest of them, Scott.
You know I'm an ass. Here's the thing, Gabe. I still get that nervous and babble like that to my girlfriend that I've been with for 4 months and known for 4 years. So do I make an ass of myself every fucking day? Probably going to do it 3 times tonight. Yeah. That's fine.
It's a good one.
Because she loves me.
Yep.
And hey, you know.
I'm going headphones in the gym. Even when I'm working out with the guys now, I'm going headphones and I'm not talking. I might go hoodie, actually.
Andrew Tate videos from here on out, dude. It's the only way up.
I'm shaving my hair. I'm fucking doing it.
Do you want to sing us out?
It's the Stony Baloney. It's Stony Baloney Show.